My own daughter looked me in the eye and said, "Mom, it's time you found your own place." Just like that. After raising her alone, after putting her through college, after everything, she wanted me gone. So I smiled, packed my bags, and left quietly. But she made one critical mistake. She thought I'd just disappear. She had no idea what I was about to do. I'm Evelyn, 58 years old. And 3 months ago, my daughter Chloe kicked me out of my own home. The home I paid for. Why? Her husband Ryan didn't want me around anymore. Chloe and Ryan had moved in with me 6 months earlier. To save money, they said. But Ryan got comfortable, started acting like he owned the place. And Chloe, she just went along with it. I remember watching her cross her arms like I was some burden she needed to remove. And something inside me snapped. Not in an angry way, in a dangerous way. Because she'd forgotten who I was. Every late night I worked double shifts so she could have dance lessons. Every time I went without so she could have more. She thought I was powerless. Weak. Done. She was wrong. I packed my things. Didn't cry, didn't beg. But before I left, I did one thing. I took pictures, lots of pictures. Of the house I still own legally, the furniture I bought, the appliances in my name. And I smiled. Because I had a plan that would destroy her. 3 days later, I watched Chloe and Ryan leave my house. The house I still legally owned. Both of them laughing, like they'd won. They had no idea the storm was already here. That afternoon, I opened Facebook. After 35 years of being a mother, love isn't always returned the way you give it. Starting a new chapter, living modestly, but with dignity, alone, but not defeated. One photo, me on a bench outside my old house, boxes in the background. Hit post. Within an hour, 200 reactions, 50 comments. What happened, Evelyn? Are you okay? Who did this? I didn't respond. I let the questions explode. Because the best revenge isn't immediate. It's strategic. Day 2 I posted again. Sometimes the people you sacrifice everything for forget what you gave up. A throwback of baby Chloe in my arms. Caption, I thought this would last forever. The comments exploded. Is this about your daughter? Chloe did this? I can't believe it. By day 3, mutual friends were calling Chloe directly. That night, she called me, a voice sharp, angry. Mom, what are you doing? You're embarrassing me. I stayed calm, sweet even. I'm just sharing my life, honey. You're making me look bad. I haven't mentioned your name once. If people are drawing conclusions, maybe that says something. She hung up. Perfect. She was rattled. And rattled people make mistakes. Day 4, Chloe posted her response. Family is complicated. Not everything you see online is the full story. Generic, defensive, weak. The comments destroyed her. You kicked out your own mother. Wow, classy, Chloe. She deleted it 2 hours later. But the internet never forgets. Screenshots everywhere. And then, the news picked it up. A local blogger wrote, entitled Daughter Kicks Out Mother, Who Raised Her Alone. Within 24 hours, 10,000 shares. Chloe's Instagram flooded with hate. She went private immediately. Too late. Her friends saw it, her coworkers, everyone. And that's when I made the move that would end her. I sent out an invitation. You're invited to a family gathering. I rented our church community room. I invited everyone, neighbors, Chloe's childhood friends, people from church, even Ryan's parents. Most people said yes out of curiosity. Ryan's mom called Chloe. We're going. You should too. So she came. 2 weeks later, the room was packed. Chloe walked in, face tight, nervous. She looked around at all the familiar faces. And she realized this wasn't a dinner. This was a reckoning. I stood up, clinked my glass. Thank you all for coming. The room went silent. 3 months ago, my daughter asked me to leave my home. The home I paid for. The home where I raised her. Gasps, whispers. Chloe went pale. I'm here to tell the truth. I pulled out my phone, started showing photos. This is the house I bought in 1992. Single mother, 2 jobs. Swipe. This is Chloe's room. I painted it myself. Swipe. This is her college acceptance letter, full tuition, because I saved every penny. I looked directly at Chloe, and 3 months ago, she told me to find my own place. Ryan stood up. Evelyn, this isn't fair. Tell them, Ryan, tell them why you wanted me gone. He stammered, we needed space. Space in the house that's still legally in my name. Someone gasped, wait, you still own the house? Every brick still on the deed. The room erupted. Chloe stood up, tears streaming. Mom, please, stop. Stop what? Telling the truth? You're humiliating me. If you feel humiliated, ask yourself why. She grabbed Ryan's arm. We're leaving. Go ahead, but those people, they know who you really are now. Chloe ran out. The room went silent. Then one neighbor started clapping. Then another. Soon, the whole room was applauding. Not because I destroyed my daughter, but because I stood up for myself. The next morning, 47 messages. Support, encouragement, people sharing their stories. Even Ryan's parents, we didn't know the full story, we're on your side. Chloe's social media was in shambles. Lost followers, lost friends, lost respect. And I gained something more valuable. My voice, my dignity, my power. 2 weeks later, Chloe texted, can we talk? I didn't respond right away. When I finally called, her voice was small. Mom, I'm sorry. For what, specifically? Silence. That's what I thought. Ryan said. Chloe, you're 35 years old. You made your choice. What do I need to do to fix this? You start by understanding what you did, not just saying sorry because people are mad. I do understand. Do you? Because you're only sorry you got caught. She started crying. That's not fair. Fair? You want to talk about fair? I took a breath. Chloe, I love you. But love doesn't mean accepting being treated like garbage. I don't think you're disposable. Then why did you throw me out? Silence. That's what I thought. I hung up. A week later, she showed up at my apartment. I almost didn't let her in, but I did. Mom, I'm sorry, I was wrong. And I want you back in my life. On your terms, or as equals? As equals. I sat down. For 35 years, you've seen me as someone who exists to serve you. She looked down. I want to change that. Then prove it, not with words, with actions. She nodded. And one more thing. The house you've been living in? Her eyes widened. My lawyer just served you formal eviction papers. Her face went white. What? It's still legally mine, and I'm done being generous. But where will we go? You have 60 days. That's what the law requires. And after you're out, I'm selling it. Mom, you wanted me out, Chloe, so I left. But you forgot I still own that house. She stared at me, shocked. Welcome to consequences. 3 months later, after the eviction was finalized, the house sold. I bought a comfortable condo, my dream art studio, a reliable car, everything I'd wanted but never had. Chloe and Ryan, smaller place, cheaper, more realistic. And slowly, very slowly, Chloe started showing up. Not asking for money, not asking for help, just showing up. Bringing coffee, sitting quietly, listening. It took 6 months before we rebuilt something real. And even now, it's not perfect. But it's honest. She knows now I'm not her safety net. I'm her mother, and respect goes both ways. Some people asked if I regret what I did. Exposing her, humiliating her, evicting her. Honestly, no. Because sometimes people don't learn until the lesson is public. Sometimes the only way to be heard is to make noise. And sometimes the best thing you can do for someone you love is let them fall. Chloe learned the hard way. And me? I learned I'm not defined by what I give. I'm defined by what I stand for. And I will never let anyone make me feel small again. Not even my own daughter. I walked through my condo last night. My art studio, my modest kitchen, my small balcony. And I smiled. Because this is freedom. This is what happens when you choose yourself. And if Chloe ever forgets again, I won't walk away quietly. I'll make sure the world knows exactly who she is. Because the best revenge isn't silence. It's the truth. And I made sure everyone heard mine.